like it. I don't like it. It's too close. I don't like having things close to me. That's why I don't let people in. That's not true at all. I let people in all the time. How wonderful life is that I saw Moulin Rouge. I was in New York and I went to the show and it was quite entertaining. Oh, so excuse me for leaving, but I really need to see Aaron Tveit. It's for people like me that like white men. I am comparing the live Broadway musical with Aaron Tveit as, oh fuck, what was his name? Christian, as Christian. I am going to compare the musical, like the live musical, versus the movie. It's going to be a spoilery for the musical mostly because Moulin Rouge came out over 10 years ago, I think. I feel like a lot of people have seen it, but if you haven't, go check it out. Don't watch this. Unless you want to, you don't really care about spoilers, then thank you for watching this video. But yeah, we're gonna do a compare and contrast about the love story. Yeah, I am trying this new thing where I don't do scripts and just do improv because I feel like I'm funnier when I do improv on YouTube, so let's just jump into it. In the movie, they sing a whole bunch of songs that are modern at the time, and I fucking love the old one, but it was kind of problematic because, not even kinda, it was very problematic. Because they did this show called Spectacular Spectacular, and it was basically a whole bunch of white people appropriating Indian culture. It's obviously meant to be a metaphor or allegory or whatever term you people call it, us theater nerds call it, for like a comparison of what's going to happen in the story, in the movie, in the play, show, whatever, show, Moulin Rouge. So they pitched the show in order to save the Moulin Rouge by selling it to an evil villain. The deal is that Satine, played by Nicole Kidman, has to basically just be with him. So the manager of the Moulin Rouge, or the owner of the Moulin Rouge, basically just sold her body. Because she is a prostitute, but a sex worker, excuse me. She is a sex worker, and I love the original, but it was that fucking Indian thing that bothered me. They did like a Bollywood version of it, but I understand the timeline because not all of us were as woke back then, or the internet wasn't around back then as much. Twitter wasn't around, and cancel culture were not around. So yeah, that was the movie. This was so much fucking better. Holy shit, it's so good. Okay, I like to watch things blind, but since I am already a fan and I was already in New York, I decided, hey bro, this will be your birthday gift for me. And and he bought the ticket for me, and I was very grateful. Thank you, brother. And the production value, Broadway really is very different from off-Broadway. I've seen 2 musicals now in the Broadway scene, because I think Broadway is just the theater scene in America, but I've seen Les Mis in the theater scene in London with Rachel and Go, I think that's her name. She's Filipino and she played the main character. I keep forgetting the fucking characters' names. And It was amazing. The whole production was just, it was just too long for me. Never said that before. They did so many things that were right. I didn't know that they were going to modernize this show. They fucking played Toxic, okay? They performed Toxic by Britney Spears. I don't know how they incorporated it, but they did. And they fucking rickrolled me. They fucking rickrolled us. Anyway, back to the comparing the story of Christian. Oh, Christian. He is such a problematic character. And just the whole love genre in general. Genre. I had the time of my life with this fucking show. I was dancing in my seat. I was mouthing along to the words because obviously no one paid to hear me sing. The people around me didn't pay to hear me sing. But I did harmonize whispering while I was there. Christian's love. Okay. Satine said from the very beginning in this musical, in this fucking part, but they're very similar, so it can be compared to the movie either way, or related to the movie. He is very obsessive, even though Satine does love him. He is still possessive, and he knows that the Duke owns her. He knows that, and he still agreed to become involved in the relationship with Satine. And eventually Satine does leave the Duke, and then she fucking dies. Spoiler alert. Another thing that they left out in this one is the whole illness thing. We would see her cough and cough out blood, but no one really addressed it. She just died at the end. That it wasn't really a fulfilling ending for me. There was still a lot of other parts to the show. Like, they continued the show, singing the other songs, and just listen to the soundtrack on Spotify because they have it on there. There's a lot of toxicity in this, but I do understand that why they did that, because I have been in toxic relationships. My very first relationship was very toxic, as you guys know, but my most recent relationship, we just ended on Tuesday? Monday. No, I came back from New York on Tuesday. Wednesday. Yeah, because it's Friday now. Yes. I recently ended things with my third love on Wednesday. And I'm surprised at how well I'm coping with it. Thank God, theoretical God, for antidepressants, or else I would not be coping this well. I would honestly see this again. Maybe in another row, maybe up close and personal. But I just fall in love with, I love theater. I love theater so much. I love theater and I miss doing it, which is why I like to sing on this channel, and it's just very hard. That's also what she said. Anyway, yeah, Christian's character was kind of annoying to me. Not gonna lie, he was not my favorite. And they also added another love story because Toulouse, was it Toulouse? Yes, Toulouse. Toulouse, who was originally played by John Leguizamo, I think. Is that his name? Yes. John Leguizamo. Ela, insert a picture here. There, that's John Leguizamo. And originally in the movie, he wasn't in love with her, but in this musical, he secretly loved her, and they've been friends for years. They actually have a little backstory on Satine too. Apparently she was on the streets at the age of 10 and was picked up by oh no, her parents died when she was 10 and lived on the streets until the Seidler, the owner of the Moulin Rouge, like took her in and sold her body. Which, yay, sex workers' rights, but also body autonomy. They didn't have that back then. So Satine and Toulouse actually had a love story. Like, he was in love with her, but he never told her. They were just friends. And that was kind of sad because we can all relate to that, can't we? Yeah, I didn't like Christian at all. I mean, I love Aaron Tveit. I love him. But Christian was both in the movie and the play, because I watched the movie recently just for this, because I love the show or the movie, but he's just so clingy and I don't like clinginess. Like, I'm clingy as fuck, but I don't show it, or I'll ask if I could be clingy. Or I'll ask if I could spend some quality time with you if you are my partner. If you're in New York, go watch this, please, please, please. That was quite a ride. New York, also quite a ride. Definitely prefer San Francisco. That place is not suitable for disabled people. Fuck the subway system. Not all of them have elevators and it fucking sucks. So I had to lift all around the city, and that was expensive as fuck. Should have gotten an Airbnb in the city itself with elevators. I mean, the place that I stayed at had an elevator, but it was so far away from the city. Maybe I'll go back. I mean, I kind of have to go back because one of my best friends is moving there, so yeah, that's my analysis. That's my anal why cis. Why cis? Anal, why cis? Why am I like this? Okay, please like, subscribe, and let me know down in the comments below, how do you feel about musicals? And have you seen Moulin Rouge? And what do you think of it? And with that, goodbye. Oh, and I'll be making a lot more content because 1, I am feeling better, and 2, I have all of my shit together now. Like, all of the government stuff is over. And 3, did I already say I have more time? Yeah, I'm 3, I have a lot of creative ideas that I want to do and make. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Okay, bye. This is already 16 minutes long. Bye. And well, the thing is, what I really need, your support and love, all for me. Okay. Is that it? And you can tell everybody about this video, maybe even this channel, so I could grow. I'm really good at improv. I mean, improvising, singing, whatever.